Okay, part 2, installation. So, as it turned out, installation of the alternator on '06 Honda Odyssey was just as confusing and I don't know if I could say difficult, probably difficult as the removal. So, a couple of points here. As with removal, definitely put a string through the holes of the alternator, and that will give you leverage to kind of maneuver it back and forth. This is the biggest culprit here, the air conditioner hose. So you just kind of have to get past it. There is no other way. One other thing that I've noticed that nobody really talks about is that little, let's see if I can get it right here. This little washer here that adjusts the alternator's mounting. Okay, what I did was I used this good piece of pipe and I put it into that little washer, and I just hit with the hammer so that it creates, it goes like this against the engine, and that pushed it out. So there isn't an easy way to push it out. It does have a little notch in it, so it's not a complete washer, so it does have room to play. Depending on, my car is from Wisconsin, so it's got rust on it. It was a little, maybe for some of people will be easier if there's less rust, but that was definitely a challenge. So right now the alternator, I just moved it aside, put it back in its place. So the alternator is back where it's supposed to be. Now it's a matter of reassembly, and that should be just reverse order. So very, very not nice, Honda, by doing this. Alternator is something that should be easily replaced. I was glad there's the new starter. You can see that. Starter was really easy. I was hoping the alternator would be. Well, I was hoping for easy, but this is, if you're not up to it, take it to a mechanic. If, this is my first time doing it on this car, I'm sure the second time it'll be a little faster, but I hope they won't be. But mechanics would know these tricks to apply. Maybe there are some other tricks I don't know about, but so here we go. Hopefully helps somebody. So two things to basically take away is use a string to pull through the eyes of the alternator mounts, and that makes job a little easier, and definitely free up all these hoses. Like I said, you don't have to disconnect anything, but kind of have to wiggle it through. And by now it's probably been good 2 hours for me beating this thing to death, but no, right now it's just assembly. Thank you.